It's here! Hi, this is Charlene with Blown Over Board Games, and I have an unboxing to do. There it is. It says it on the side. Slay the Spire has arrived, and I'm so excited to open this up and share it with you. I ended up pledging at the collector's edition level, so there's going to be some extra goodies in here. I normally, at this point, only ever pledge at the base level due to budget reasons, but I backed this game over 2 years ago. So I kind of was in a different situation. I was living in a different state, different job, all of this stuff. So it's basically like the better situation of past Charlene is now benefiting current Charlene because I get an extra special box. Oh, I would say the other reason I went ahead and backed this game at a slightly higher level is that Slay the Spire is my favorite video game. It is definitely the game that I have logged the most hours on. So when they announced that they were making a board game, it was a no-brainer for me. Oh, and I just saw yesterday that they've announced Slay the Spire 2 video game. So there's going to be a lot of hours I spend with this particular gaming system in the coming years. So you can look for Slay the Spire 2 in 2025. The reason I like the video game so much is that for me it provides just the right amount of challenge without being too stressful. I am not looking for games that stress me further. Life is stressful enough. But Slay the Spire still has a challenge where I actually lose pretty frequently, but still enjoy it when I lose. I also find that the variability is so smartly designed. Like, it's a pretty clear-cut deck builder game, and yet the amount of things that can change about it, to me, gives it so much replayability. And so I'm excited to experience it in board game format. I don't even know where to begin. I'm so excited about this box. These, I believe, are the Kickstarter exclusives. We have the special foil pack where they kind of boosted the design on some of the cards. I think they even added cards that weren't part of the original design. Or no, I think they just had people vote on, oh my gosh. These are gorgeous. I mean, this foil effect is so pretty. I don't know if the camera is going to pick up just how beautiful this is. Do you see that holographic? Oh, so pretty. Oh, and of course some of these are double-sided, right? Because you can upgrade them. So here you have the regular and then the upgraded. Here we have the claw dice. This goes with it. This is the claw pack. And here are your claw cards. All right, what's next? Oh, right. Of course, these are the keys for unlocking the big boss, because you can win the game on kind of a normal level, and then there's an additional boss, whereas if you get these achievements, you then have access to the big boss. And then we have the neoprene mat for the merchant. Ooh, this is nice and a thick neoprene mat, so I don't think it's going to curl the way some do. It also has a beautiful sheen on it. And check out this fun little tag. It says not for sale. All right, so that's the first box. That is the exclusive Kickstarter bonuses that we got. Everything else is contained in its own box. So I guess they made like a separate box for the collector's edition pledge versus the standard gameplay pledge. Look at this baby. I'm really excited. Oh my gosh. Even the game board box is really beautifully printed. Like it has like a sort of embossing effect on it. Slay the Spire, the board game. Here we go. Rule book. Again, really nice quality. Readable size font. Thank you. There's also a companion app you can download. Okay, so here's a reference sheet that shows you the cards and their upgrades and the relics. Okay, this is so great. It is a guide to how to put things back in the box. More board games need this feature. Oh, it also shows you, of course, how to save the game, because this game you can play in part. The game consists of 3 acts where you climb the tower to progressively harder enemies, but you can stop after each act if you want a shorter experience. This is also nice. Apparently they found like one error in the rule book soon enough to print a little errata sticker to fix it. That is like super thoughtful. Things to punch. This is the cardboard version of the merchant. Oh. Here's the game board. Oh, it's 3 separate game boards. Oh, they're 2-sided too. Act 2, Act 3. Oh, Act 1 is double-sided also, which I guess you can get used to create more variation in the routes you take. We have our 4 characters player boards. The Defect, the Watcher, the Ironclad, and the Silent. The Silent is probably my favorite character. I love this board game feature that I'm starting to see more and more, where there's like cutouts or like layers to the board so that things can sit inside them. You can put items, trackers in the board, and it keeps them from being bumped off. And then, because this has happened to me where a marker has gotten bumped and then I was like, what score was I at? What health was I at? And that helps keep that from happening. Okay, now we are in neoprene mat land. Oh my gosh. I think this is part of the special collector's edition upgrades. Okay, so you've got this container, and I think this is where we're gonna end up storing things after we punch everything out. The neoprene mat. This is the neoprene mat for the monster decks. And then we're gonna have all the player characters have their own mats as well. Oh, they're so nice. Beautiful. They're just really clearly, all these components, very high quality. So here's your Ironclad. The Silent, the Defect, and the Watcher. And again, I don't know how much of the detail is going to come through the camera, but like they all have this really nice sheen to them. They have a good thickness, and the colors are really popping. All right, so then there's another plastic insert that helps separate items. So there's a few more things on the top. We have the different markers for marking health and energy. I believe this is the coin bag. Oh, this is the first time I've ever gotten like upgraded money coins in a board game. Okay, it's true. They are very nice having metal coins instead of cardboard tokens. It's very pretty. It's that clink is so satisfying. It looks like a meeple of a boot. And then this might, oh wait, I think I do know the dice because you roll the dice sometimes to figure out like if a card gets a certain effect or not. And that's part of what they had to do to rebalance from a video game to a board game. Oh, one more thing in here. Oh, this is the like boss health track. I'll let you take a little look in here. And basically it looks like the bottom half of the box is all of the decks, the many decks you need to play this game, as well as the standees of the 4 characters. Get a little close-up of them. These are dividers to help you organize the box better. Again, I don't have a board game where they like designed dividers to go like, I mean, like this type of design. Sometimes there's just like a little piece of wood or whatever, but that these are all in-game theme is very cool. Okay, so here are our boss cards, and then here are the special unlocks, so I'm not going to unbox those. We have character decks. Another deck of unlocks. Look at that. Look at how much material this is that you get to discover as you play the game. That's pretty cool. This is Nyal's Blessing, so that's for the top of the game where you decide what kind of reward you get to kick yourself off. I believe these are the small dividers that will also help with card management. Because here are the small cards that go with them. And here are your special relics and potions. Okay, here are all the sleeves, more sleeves. So that's also going to be fun, is sleeving everything. Which I also think is one of the like really high quality and thought through aspects of the game, that even the base game comes with sleeves for all the cards. And that's because most of the cards are double-sided because they have a standard power and then they can be upgraded. And the sleeve helps manage that because then only one side is showing at a time. And then when you upgrade, you flip over the side that's showing. So it's just really smart design, really well thought out. Look at this. Even the storage bags have design on them. That's what I'm talking about, where it's like every aspect, even the most utilitarian parts of this box were thought through. Really, Contention Games did a beautiful job bringing this to life. And again, that storage guide that is included explains exactly what you can use each of these bags for, but obviously the icons clue you in as well. More cards. So these are your Act 1 baddies. Curse cards. All right, so this is the Ascension deck. This is an element by which the game can get harder. As you get better at the game, you can unlock these cards, which will increase the difficulty of the play. And then finally in the box, we just had more character card decks. And that finishes everything that's in the box. I think I'm going to have to come back and do a reboxing game when I figure out how it goes back all together and sleeve the cards and things like that. I might have to show that how the layout goes for you. I also wanted to point out that the rule book also includes another one of my favorite features from the video game, which is more ways in which the game changes, right? So you have more cards you can unlock, which we saw, making the game harder, achievements that you can check off. I love checking off a to-do list. And then they've also found a way to do a board game version of the daily climb, which again just lets you change an element about the game and focus on a different aspect of it. So, final thoughts. I really think this game looks extraordinary. The thought put into the design and even the components, the box, and how it's organized. I'm very excited about all that. It really feels like they thought it through. The quality of the materials just means it's gonna feel luxurious to play this game. So I'm really looking forward to getting this to the table and telling you more about it. Thanks for watching.